Wow. What is up, everybody? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And today I got to tell you a crazy story and let you learn a very valuable lesson about this crazy market. And more than ever, it certainly applies here that this is not financial advice, because you can lose your butt in the blink of an eye in this crypto market. It's crazy. Nothing's guaranteed, and you just have to be careful. So use your head. I'm telling you a story, and this is not how it always works out. Okay, you just need to understand that. You need to understand, before I tell you this story, I got lucky, and this was looking like one of those situations where you lose everything. Some time ago, I did a story on BASED Pengu. So you got pudgy penguins. It's a Solana meme coin, all right? And then they came out with a based version, which is not anything to do with the original project, but it's something that could trade on base chain with the same graphics, the same little pudgy penguin guy. I don't know how they even get away with just copying all this stuff over, but they did. They put it out there on base chain, and I started buying it and swing trading it. And then as things were going really great, all of a sudden it tanked. I mean, it tanked hard. So let me just show you here. I'm going to jump here on the spreadsheet, see if I can find it. Let me scroll up. All right, so I start buying. I got 1.2 million for 250 bucks. And I was swing trading in and out, and then finally I thought it's time to go hard. So I put $250 in at 0.0002. Started going down. So then I got another little bit, another 500,000 at 0.000081. It filled the order, 40 bucks. I did it again, got another 40 bucks. And then it started to tick up. I thought, let me get more. So I got another $93 worth, another million here. It started to tick down. I got another 44 bucks, started to tick down, another 44 bucks, and then it tanked. So I had bought a total of about $500 worth and watched the value of that bag go down to under $100. I mean, it was down bad and looking like a rug pull and on the way to zero, but I knew that, all right, it was fair launched. Verified contract. There was some drama going on. The devs kind of were looking sketchy. It looked like the project was going to disappear. There was one website that was down, one website that was up, both based on the same contract address. And I thought, oh man. So I got in the Telegram group and started to fire up the devs for, leaving us high and dry and sounding sketchy. They talk like they're 15-year-old kids. They're not very professional. And then all of a sudden, after I've written it off and thought, this is a lesson learned, all of a sudden, I just checked today and the thing goes vertical. Let me show you what it did. Look at this chart. So here we were down here, and then from this point, it pumps. It goes vertical all the way to 0.0035. And if you can see that, it says 3,868%. So it was up 38x. It was going up so fast that the price wasn't even reflecting on Uniswap. And at the same time, the CoinGecko, the Gecko terminal crashed where I was logged in, so I couldn't track it. I had to jump back to Dex Tools, where I am right now, just to see the price, and I'm flipping back and forth like a madman trying to get the price to reflect on Uniswap. Then it finally, it was still stuck, and I thought, let me do a test purchase order. So I bought a small amount just to see if I could even trade the thing. So going back to the spreadsheet, I did this small order. I bought at 0.0031, just $2 worth, 5,868 tokens, and that order filled. So I thought, okay, we're good to go. Let's try to sell the bag. The total value of the wallet of my bag in the Uniswap wallet wasn't even reflecting the price at the time. It was still saying like 200 bucks. And then all of a sudden, in a blink, that switches to $1,400, then $1,500, then $1,600, then $1,700, $1,725, $1,750, $1,775, $1,800, $1,810, $1,825. Sound like an auctioneer. We got $1,825 looking for $1,830. $1,830 right here. Gentleman in the front row, $1,830 looking for $1,835. $1,835 going once, going twice. We got an $1,850. Gentleman in the front row is selling for $1,850. Sold. It had a high price impact at 5%. I did not think that the order was going to fill, and it did. I could not believe it. It did. So here I cashed out after what I was thinking was going to be a rug pull, and I pulled a 5X. A 5X. Nearly 5X. Just underneath it. So that $516 was now sitting at $1,868. The order filled. My profit was $1,351. That's crazy. That's crazy, guys. And this doesn't happen every day. And it just turned out I was lucky. All right. I had a lot of faith in this fun little meme that it was on base chain and that it was the base version of a very popular meme token on Solana. So I thought this will be a pretty good deal. And then it got grim. It got ugly. It got scary. So now you can see here that after it had jumped all the way to the top, this is when the price wasn't reflecting on Uniswap. I put in my order somewhere around here. I think I got out at, let's look at the spreadsheet again. I got out at 0.00041. So I was about right here. We're just above the line. It's trading below that a little bit right now. And this is the vertical move. And I'm going to tell you what, all the rules apply. Never buy into a run. If you're looking at this right now thinking you can jump on this, good luck. And be ready to part ways with your money. Or be ready to sit and wait for months on a prayer that you could get out and at least get your money back out of a project. Never buy into a run. So this is done until this corrects all the way back down the previous high where it's at 0.002, preferably down to 0.00015. I'm not going to touch it. Now, if this shows up where we can get a Coinbase listing, then I'll swing trade it again. I'll jump back in. But until then, I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole because this is the vertical move. Man, oh man, maybe alt season is around the corner. I surely thought that Bitcoin was going to give us a big dump, and it just went vertical, and it's affected everything. I'm still swing trading stupid, and I'm about to buy some more stupid because it looks like we're going to have another move soon. It might correct one more time down to this green box that you can't even see. Let me zoom in. This is what you call a long accumulation consolidation move. There's your big bump, vertical move, accumulation, consolidation. It might come back and touch the green box at 0.003, and then I'm going to add more in to bring my dollar cost average price down because right now my average price is 0.007 and I'm underwater. So we'll see what happens there. But Bitcoin just decided to go bananas. Here it is right here, looking like it's coiling up for another move up. We might even push to 124,000 before it even decides that it's going to give us a break and correct. So the market is very volatile right now. Everything is very dangerous. If you haven't been accumulating from day one, back when everyone was scared, when the tariff scare hit, when the war scare hit, when everything was in the toilet and they were all saying the crypto market is going to bomb, it's going to fail, the bull market's over. If you weren't buying back then, you don't need to be playing in this market, because this is the point where people are going to be jumping in on vertical runs, losing their butts. I swear to goodness, there's going to be so many people losing money in crypto because they're going to be flooding in. The masses, the sheep are going to come flooding in after the fact, trying to get rich when you should have been doing this all along. So in my private group, we've been doing this all along. We've been accumulating during the low points when everyone was saying that the bull market was over. We've been buying while the tariff scare dropped the market, tanked the market. We've been buying since the Iran-Israel conflict. We've been buying, accumulating, swing trading, okay, and encouraging each other to get through those dark spots where you should be buying, and then the tendency is to be scared out of the market. And so then I give the charts and tell everyone what I think, what we're looking at, and give the outlook to maximize our chances of coming out of this with massive gains. And that's not financial advice either, but we help each other in the private group, and we teach the basics of what to do and what not to do. All right, like not buying into a run. That's what we do. We help each other out. We study the market, bring each other ideas with the hopes that we all have more situations like what I just had right here, flipping that $500 to $1,869. Yep, that's right. So if you want information about the private group, click the link in the description, but don't join unless you ask me first. I don't let everyone in. I don't want people that can't afford to do this. I don't want people with no experience. You need to have 10,000, 100,000. You need to have some money set aside that you can afford to lose before I'll say, yeah, it's a good idea for you to jump in at this point, because this is a very dangerous point to be in crypto. But anyway, I just wanted to share that story. Be warned, watch yourself. And again, if you're just now coming into crypto, you need to go find another hobby, because this ain't the time to get started. That's all I got for now. Like, subscribe, tick the notification bell so you don't miss my next update, and hopefully I'll bring you more news like what I just brought you right now, as I just realized the Bitcoin peak was off the chart. There it is right there. You can see it. It's about to coil up to make another move. That's all I got for now. This is Carlton. I'm out.